What's for dinner tonight? Shall we have shrimp? Okay, well, let's up the ante with a crispy, spicy, bang bang shrimp recipe from Chef Randy. That's today's daily dish. Here's what you're going to need: 16 to 20 shrimp, buttermilk, cornstarch, flour, an egg, some panko breadcrumbs, chives, toasted sesame seeds, and olive oil. Now, Randy, this sounds like a fun way to do shrimp. I already love shrimp, but the way you're going to do it, you're taking it up a notch.
Totally am. I feel like Bubba Gump over here because how do you not like shrimp? Everyone loves shrimp, especially in the festive time. But I got to be honest with you, I had never tried bang bang shrimp before until I made this recipe, and I got to tell you, they are banging, Trace. Like, these are phenomenal. I'm gonna have them on their menu. They're on the menu tomorrow. But basically, what we're looking for is like a light batter and then a light fry with a sweet and spicy kind of feeling on the batter. So the batter is going to get an egg. It's going to get some cornstarch, some flour, and then we're just going to bring this together. But then we're going to need some kind of liquid in there. And normally for like a batter or fish and chips, you do like beer or something like that. This one's buttermilk, so a little bit of acidity. And that's going to go a long way. So we just kind of bring that together, stir it up. Don't be afraid to season this as well. I like it pretty plain because my seasoning is going to come out later. Just a little bit of salt and pepper for me is kind of cool. So a little salt goes in like that. Now, Trace, do you do a lot of deep frying at home?
I'm always afraid of that splashback from the oil.
I know what you're doing, and I know where you're coming from too, and people are very intimidated by it. So this recipe is kind of cool because we're going to do a shallow fry today. We're going to get all the tastiness and crispiness of the deep fry, but in a shallow fry, so a little less intimidating. We'll get there in shortly. I'm just going to show you how to peel this shrimp. So these are 1620 Black Tiger zipper, which means their back's already open. You're just going to pinch the tail, and then check this out. Out they pop, just like that.
So easy.
100% edible, we're good to go. So what we're gonna do is go into that batter with one hand and see how it's just barely coating it. That's kind of what we're after, nice light, and then bury it into some panko breadcrumbs. Now, here's the secret. Just give it a squish. Squish it down, don't be afraid of it. And then back into your dirty hand there. That was kind of magical. And into like a 325-degree oil. But you can see here, there's not a lot of oil in my pan, and I'm actually using olive oil today because I like the flavor of olive oil. Some of the chefs are going to use grapefruit, canola, whatever you want. Grapeseed, sorry, not grapefruit. But I kind of like the olive oil because it gives it this like golden kind of thing. I'm not afraid of the smoke point because I'm only going up to like 325. And as you can see here, I crisp them up, and they are coming out shatteringly crisp, about 2 minutes per side. So as that shrimp's in there getting crispy, we got to go to this bang bang sauce. Tracy, what do you feel is in this sauce without reading the recipe?
I feel like there's some heat in this sauce. Are you okay with this, Randy? You're not like a hot pepper guy.
You're absolutely right. It's like, that's kind of probably why I never went to a restaurant and be like, I need that hot, spicy stuff. But making it at home, you can like kind of watch that. So I got some mayonnaise here and then some sriracha, but I got to tell you, Trace, we've been eating this all morning, and we just couldn't stop. I had to fry more. I had to start a second batch because there's something about the sweet and the heat. So this is a sweet chili. You find this everywhere. Basically, it's a lot of sugar, a lot of chilies, but it's well balanced, right? Then we get the sriracha with the heat, and now the balance is going to come in because I'm going to get a little bit of organic honey here, so a little bit more sweetness, and then fresh lemon juice. Now, most recipes don't call for this. They'll call for vinegar or something like that, but I just felt the fresh lemon juice was really gonna take it to another level of like making it spank in your mouth. And it's really simple because you just kind of like whisk this around for like 1 minute, and you don't want it too thick. You kind of want this kind of thin and just kind of drape over these shrimp. So you get back over here, you'll see our shrimp are coming out totally golden on that shallow fry.
They look good.
Shatteringly crisp, I might add. They do look good, I gotta tell you. We're just gonna pile these up on a plate like this. Not gonna get too fancy or anything, but you ready for this, Trace? This is like what everyone's waiting for. This is what we need to see. We'll put these down. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
And it's just gonna go like all over. So all of a sudden you have that shatteringly crispness, and then you've got this like kind of like mayonnaise based sweet spicy kind of feel to it. And then we're just going to cover that up with some chivage right there.
It's beautiful.
And then some black and white sesames as well. And I got to tell you, the crunch, the symphony.
Looks delicious.